Patreon.com/wehaveconcerns. If you want this show to keep going strong, if you enjoy it, please help support it. Patreon.com/wehaveconcerns.
Release Vanta Black, asshole. Release the Vanta Black. This is We Have Concerns. Hi, Jeff Canada.
Hi, Anthony Carboni.
Hello, concerned citizens.
Oh, man. The platypus came through again. Ben Florancig, the platypus.
The platypus Florancig.
He's got himself a story that he sent to us using the, I think the subreddit this time, which is...
He's changing it up.
I think so.
wehaveconcerns.reddit.com. I think we get a lot of stories from him also through our email, which is wehaveconcernshow@gmail.com.
This is a story you're going to like. This is about binding books with human skin.
Okay, now you have my attention.
Yeah, I thought I might.
Are we talking grimoires?
Maybe.
Potentially. Are we talking dark magics?
So evidently there are several books in the Harvard Library that people... In the Harvard Library... This is Harvard. This is a library in America that are...
You guys can't see my face!
He's the happiest boy. It's like Christmas morning. This is... Evidently, people claim that they are bound in the skin of human beings.
They're bound in flesh and written in blood. The Necronomicon Ex Mortis. Book of the Dead.
Well, actually, this book is called the Practicarium Questionarium Circa Legis Regius.
And it stars Dustin Hoffman as a wacky, zany, dark magician who's got to give up his evil toy store.
Yeah. And there's 3 young lads and a young girl, and all they want to do is have magic on Christmas.
I'm going to use my dark magics to curse everybody's souls.
Oh, but Mr. Fibbledy-Flop.
It's going to be so much fun,
Mr.
kids.
Mr. Fibbledy-Flop, you don't want to curse people's souls.
Of course I do, and I want you kids to come with me.
Oh.
We can all curse souls together.
Through this portal?
That's right. Jump through the death portal, kids.
Oh.
Hold on. I'm from the bank. And I am taking the lease away from your dark magic to put up condominiums.
Condominiums!
I'll make your skin bleed through its own pores.
It's happened 12 times this week already. There's nothing you can do that will stop bank.
Spiders will come out of your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, kids.
We call it a Thursday at bank.
I'm worried that there's just no place in the world for dark, terrible magics anymore.
Well, you're so right, Mr. Fibbledy-Flop. What'll we do? Maybe if we use our power of imagination, we can think...
Turn the whole city into a hellmouth! That's it, Timmy! We haven't tried that yet!
Oh, no! Bank is now Hellmouth?
How can this be?
The twist is, Bank was Hellmouth all along.
It's on TV tropes.
So this is the inscription of this book. On the 794th page of this book, there's an inscription that
reads... An auspicious number, as we all know, because 7, 9, and 4 look spooky.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is the inscription. It says, the binding of this book. By the way, binding is spelled with a Y. Book is spelled with an E at the end.
Yeah. They spelled things differently back then. I get it.
That's what makes it
They spelled
creepier.
it like dark magic-y.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The binding of this book is all that remains of my dear friend Jonas Wright, who was flayed alive.
He was!
By the Wavuma on the 4th day of August.
By the what?
Wavuma. Wavuma.
Now, I want to make sure that's not like a Native American tribe or an indigenous peoples or something before I joke around about the Wavuma being a forest demon.
I'm pretty sure it's a forest demon.
All right.
But, apologies if you're
Apologies
Wavuma.
if you're Wavumish. Or whatever it might be.
Who was flayed alive by the Wavuma on the 4th day of August, 1632. King Mabessa did give me the book, it being one of poor Jonas's chief possessions, together with ample of his skin to bind it. That's the inscription.
Is this a goof? Is this a Middle English goof?
So that's the question that Harvard had.
Because
they actually thought it was a 16th century morbid joke. So what they did was they came in and had someone test the binding with science.
with a circle of salt.
Right. They lit it on fire to see if it would burn.
They put a circle of salt around it to protect themselves, and then tried to see if the book would burn. And it turns out it cannot be destroyed.
It cannot be destroyed.
But it is also a gag.
Only, yeah. Well, it turns out it is actually a gag. It's science tells us that it was made of pig and cow skin.
Okay, we call that leather now.
Yeah. So it was not human. It was not human skin, and everybody was.
We just call that a fancy leather book.
Right. Everybody was sad because the book was not bound in human skin.
That means I can make fun of the Wavuma.
Yes, exactly.
Great, thank
The
you.
Wavuma, hilarious cow and pigskin binders.
Yeah. Wavuma. It's almost now that you've told me that it was confirmed that it was a joke. Wavuma definitely sounds like Dr. Seuss naming a demon.
And down in the Wavuma, there's plenty of room for you to consume a cow and a pig. The story does not end there, Anthony, because that would not make for a We Have Concerns level story. If it was just that people thought this book had a cool inscription, so they tested it, and it turns out the inscription was a big joke. That's not enough for us. No. What happened next?
There was a joke within a joke, and that joke was the Wavuma is real.
Wavuma is a demon.
And anybody who looks in the book and reads about the Wavuma must then run from the Wavuma.
The weird thing is it's a demon that
it's
only
sort of
attacks...
like I'm picturing it's in like an It Follows mixed with The Ring sort of way.
I like it.
Like that
but
kind of thing.
But it only attacks pigs and cows. See, the thing,
yeah.
Pigs and cows are terrified of this thing.
It will decimate all of your cattle.
No, what
I don't own any
was,
cattle. I don't Wavuma, there's nothing you can do to me. I'm sorry.
But I will take all your cows and I will take all your pigs and you will never have pigs or cows again.
I mean, it is annoying that every time I walk in with like a bag of McDonald's, you like take the burger and throw it on the floor.
Feel the pain. Feel the burn of Wavuma.
I mean, it means I've only really been eating McFlurries and fries for like the last week.
You will never play football again.
No, I mean, I'm barely getting off the couch at this point.
Yes,
I can like feel it.
You can't. I will take your pigskin and I will throw it on the floor and smash it.
Oh, you know what? I'm just going to get chicken nuggets.
Yep.
Or like a breakfast sandwich, I think.
Will Wavuma have a chicken nugget?
No, fuck off, dude. Why don't you eat one of those burgers of mine you keep throwing on the floor?
Yeah,
also, I drew
them.
a line down the center of the kitchen, and that side's yours, and this side is mine. And you stay on your side, and you keep your side clean.
But can Wavuma turn his music up real loud?
Look, dude, if it's not before 10 p.m., I told you, I don't care.
I like Burke Baccarat.
I know you do. You're the lamest demon.
No, but he's cool, man.
Just get a job, dude. Get a job if you're going to curse me forever.
So... here's where the story
less
twists.
a Babadook and more like a lame first-year dorm roommate.
It's like Babadook meets The Odd Couple.
Yeah,
that's
what it was. Neil Simon's The Babadook.
Here's where the story takes a twist. So, inscription, controversy, internet hubbub. Let's test it. Let's bring the scientists in. Let's test it. They test the book, cow and pigskin. Everybody's sad. But while the scientists are here, there's like 2 or 3 other books in there that are a little curious. So let's test a few other ones.
Because if you're going to make a book out of human flesh, you don't say it's made out of human flesh.
Right.
You just kill your enemy and you turn them into books, like Ted Bundy.
Is that what Ted Bundy did with
books?
No,
it was the other one. Who was the
Lecter?
Yeah, it was Hannibal Lecter. Which one was real and which one was Mads Mikkelsen?
I don't remember.
No, but there was somebody who was killing people and like using them as lampshades, their skin as lampshades and stuff.
I don't keep up with that kind of shit.
Oh man, I used to know off the top of my head.
I'm sorry.
Hit me up, guys, if you know. I used to have a set of like serial killer trading cards that was really dope and had facts like that. Maybe it was Ed Gein.
I don't know, man.
I think it might have been Ed Gein.
It's
Anyway,
real
go
dark.
on.
So scientists decided to test a few other books in the Harvard Library, and there are 3
All right.
that came up as being real questionable. 1, confirmed human.
Oh man!
Confirmed. There is 1 volume. It's called the Destinis de l'Âme, and it matched the human reference and clearly eliminated other common parchment sources such as sheep, cattle, and goat.
Do we know what that title means?
I'm sure somebody listening knows. A Destiny of l'Âme. What's l'Âme?
Oh,
L''AME.
Oh, you're probably pronouncing it's probably Panem. It's the Hunger Games. You're looking at a first edition Hunger Games.
Yeah, that's what that is.
You're
That's
looking
the
at
first edition Hunger Games.
That's a first edition Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Congratulations to everybody who found it and can now sell it for a profit.
Right. It's this flayed in the skin of Jennifer Lawrence. I believe that's what they.
Oh, but we all love J Law.
I know, but it was skin she wasn't using. It was like.
What part of her skin wasn't she using?
It was the plastic surgery skin that she discarded.
Oh,
I don't know. I'm
wow.
I'm casting aspersions for no reason.
Don't you cast aspersions on J Law? How
She's
dare
beautiful.
you?
She's a talent.
She's America's sweetheart.
Transcendental talent.
Don't see passengers. So like, one definite human flesh.
Yeah, two others.
Two questionable.
They can't say it's not human flesh.
they literally like pulled their glasses down and raised up their eyebrows, and they're like, "Well, it's not human flesh." I would love it. I mean, somewhere out there, some writer who probably is on Patreon right now, and we should support this person, whoever they are, is writing a short story where all the books in Harvard are made of human flesh.
Yes.
Harvard has been like a dark magic circle for years.
Yeah.
That's why it's all expensive, and it's like, oh, my dad went to Harvard, so I'm going to Harvard. And it's like, oh, I'm a dark wizard. We're all dark wizards, and we all run business and everything.
It's called Goodwill Hunting Humans.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
That's good. Especially when you say it like that.
How do you like them human skins?
They're good.
Yeah.
They're protecting the books. But it's all like normal books. They just like, Harvard is just like a really dark place that binds all their books that way.
Yeah.
So you're like, I'm looking for Tuesdays with Maury.
Oh yeah, we have that. Look for the human skin section.
That's the entire library.
The entire library.
You really need to narrow it down for me.
No, look for the one that has like a little patch of hair.
Okay.
Yeah. It comes from a human
It comes
calf.
from Mitch Albarn's mole. And there's just a single hair growing out of it. And that was the lesson he learned that Tuesday.
You know what's great? It's great is that if there was ever a flood, all these books say squeaky clean, squeaky
Well,
dry.
the covers at least.
Yeah. So 3 books that are potentially human skin.
I wish more things were bound in human flesh. Is that weird?
Yes.
Why is it weird? I'm saying like, not things now. I'm not saying you and I should bind things in human flesh. I don't want to take a book binding course. But if I don't want to learn it. But
that's the impediment, not the getting and acquiring and utilizing the human skin. It's more the binding, the process of binding, having to learn the process of binding.
It just feels like a skill that I'm not going to use more than once for the class.
So you're just gonna bind one book in human skin and be like, okay, I did that onto the next art project.
Yeah, it's like when you buy the whole kit to brew beer with human blood.
Yeah.
And you're like, you do it once, and all your friends are like, wow, you made this? That's crazy.
You don't
and
even taste the human blood.
Yeah, it's so nuts. Like, you did such a good job. And you go like, thanks, guys. But it's like kind of a hassle, and like you got to keep a room dark, and it smells weird, and it's like expensive, and you might as well just go buy yourself a nice beer.
Yeah.
I feel the same way about binding things in human flesh. I'm not saying you and I should do it, but I do wish that we would find more books from like the 16th and 17th centuries that were bound in human flesh. I'd like that matches my view of the world.
No, I could have predicted that. By the way, if I were to make a beer that was made from human blood,
sure,
I would call it Be Positive.
Well, how many books do you guys think are out there that are bound in human flesh?
So the one that we know for sure, that is confirmed. Oh no. One of the 2 possible ones is actually an anatomy textbook from the 16th century.
Perfect.
So the theory is this dude was like learning about anatomy. He had all these cadavers.
Oh, dude.
And he had all this skin lying around. Waste not, want not.
That was a time in medical history, let me tell you, man, where people were like, dudes were vivisecting dudes all over the place.
This guy should be commended
dude
for
had
his use of resources.
Oh, please. It's like...
You've been taking organs out of things, looking at shit.
It's every part of the buffalo, man.
You've been drawing sketches of all the inner parts of the body. You got all this skin lying around.
Yeah.
You've been working so hard on your book. How does a guy who spent all his money on cadavers afford to get something bound by the local bookbinder? You can't. But you got all this skin sitting right there.
It's so fascinating to me that, like, at the dawn of the medical age, at the dawn of, like, I don't know, like let's just poke a hole in his skull to see if like bad shit comes out and then he feels better.
Drill right here.
Yeah, like let's just see what happens.
Yeah.
Maybe we like yank an area of your tongue out or tap you in the brain with a needle. Like whatever. We're just gonna see.
Yeah.
We don't know.
We've never done it before.
We don't know. We've never done it before. You don't feel well. Maybe you feel better.
Yeah.
Like
it can't get any worse for you.
I just love that like we've come such a long way from that in every way, except now somehow we've gone back around to like the human body is so sacred. The human body, don't touch like dead people. Like, no. This is like everybody deserves their own like 6 foot by 10 foot patch of ground forever.
Right.
And like, meanwhile, back then it's like they had real bad ideas and they were not treating living people too well. But like dead things, they were like, hey man, I bound a book with a cow, and it worked out real well.
Yeah.
That guy's skin, we could just make leather.
Why not?
Like, why not?
Let's just do it.
Let's do it. I'm all for everything right up until eating. I don't think we should eat people.
Right.
But like,
or
hey
books.
man, if I die and you need a lampshade, Jeff, I want you to know you have my permission.
That is real awesome of you, dude.
And if you want like a cool candelabra made of a human skull, you can use my skull.
But
like, why wouldn't you?
I feel like the candelabra and the lamp are redundant a little bit.
Sure, pick whichever one you want. I'm not going to tell you how to light your house, but I mean, I will say you do use too much overhead lighting, and you should have
inside head lighting,
more lamps and sconces and skulls.
Okay.
You could. I'm just saying. I'm not going to tell you how to set up your lighting
because that kind of creates a little bit better mood. Is that what you're saying? Are you saying that just from a feng shui kind of thing?
Yeah, the more dead human parts you have, the better it is for the Happy Home Academy.
That's what I thought.
But also, I don't know, you guys. How do you feel about this? Does it creep you out? Are you not surprised? Do you think more books should be bound? Do you
want to go to Harvard and thumb through them?
Learn some dark magics?
Yeah.
Let's all go to Harvard.
Oh, man.
Let us know how you feel about this on Twitter. I'm at @Carboni.
I'm at Jeff Canada.
And you can hashtag those candelabra. And hey,
Carboni Labra.
If you're enjoying the show, both will work. If you're enjoying the show, please head to iTunes, Stitcher, wherever you listen to the show. Give the show a 5-star rating.
Yeah, that actually does help us because it bumps our number. I don't know. It helps us, right?
That's what they tell us.
I don't
know, man.
But like,
just do the thing because we're pretty sure it does something good for us. You don't have to write a review though. They're going to ask you to.
Yeah. No, nobody reads those reviews. That actually is completely pointless.
That's completely pointless. But what you can do is like think of like 3 clever uses for human skin and then write them in the review.
That won't get our show flagged.